Welcome beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family, and today I will be going through every single report on who will be Paris Saint-Germain's new manager. Is it Thomas Tuchel? Is it Jose Mourinho? Is it Zinadine Zidane? Or will Galtier remain as the Paris Saint-Germain manager? That is what we will be going through in this video. Of course, I will be going through all the reports now in the beginning, and lastly I will have my say on this and my opinion on who is going to become the new manager of Paris Saint-Germain. From Le Parisien, after 3 defeats in a row, Christope Galtier's position is weakened. The club's management will not stand one more slap. PSG's next matches against Lille and OM will be closely scrutinized. Today, Christope Galtier's dismissal is not discussed. He will remain the coach of PSG until at least the return leg in Munich against Bayern München on March the 8th. After that, anything can happen if that results don't improve. From Fabrice Hawkins and Arthur Perrott. Zinadine Zidane being the coach of PSG is still the emir of Qatar's big dream. In the event of further underperformance, the situation of Luis Campos will also be scrutinized. Le Parisien. The emir of Qatar still dreams of Zinadine Zidane. Thomas Tuchel also had supporters at the club for his possible return to PSG. From Fabrice Hawkins, Arthur Perrott and RMC Sport. If no direct contact has taken place recently in Doha, one wonders about the best way to do it to attract Zidane to PSG. From Fabrice Hawkins and Arthur Perrott. The pressure is rising internally and externally for Christope Galtier, and he raises questions in the locker room. Some also judge the Campos transfer window as failure both summer and winter, but are surprised by Galtier's reactions towards the subject. From Santigie FM. Several players are even surprised at the lack of intensity during training sessions. The difference Christope Galtier makes between Leo Messi and the rest of the group makes him lose a lot of credibility too. From Jamel56. Zinadine Zidane. Now I have time, but I don't know for how long. I know I want to coach again. Maybe I will have time until June, but things can go very fast for sure. To resume coaching remains my desire. From Fabrizio Romano. Luis Campos has contacted Jose Mourinho. No contact between PSG and AC Roma as it stands, but Doha has never hidden their admiration for Mourinho, even though their dream still remains Zidane. At PSG, Jose Mourinho would not make any feelings and would have no trouble putting Kylian Mbappe, whom he loves, at the center of the PSG project. From Santi GFM. An intimate from the Camp de Lodge explains that the club's decision in recent months have led to what we are experiencing today, and everyone is surprised. Above all, everyone blames Galtier for it, which is unfair. From L'Equipe. PSG are seriously considering hiring Thomas Tuchel back. From Olive Talaron. The links between Thomas Tuchel and Nasser Khalifa have never been broken, even after Tuchel's departure from PSG in 2020. From Abdallah Bulma. PSG and Thomas Tuchel, I wink. From Fabrice Hawkins. If it had gone wrong against Lille yesterday, the consequences from Doha could have been harmful for both Luis Campos and Christope Galtier. From RMC Sport. PSG are ready to reappoint Thomas Tuchel and would be willing to admit their mistake in sacking in the first place in 2020. From Nizar Kinsella. And lastly, Thomas Tuchel would also need assurance that the club would be willing to protect him against player power and ask to be left to focus solely on coaching without too much involvement in the transfer market activity. From Nizar Kinsella. So, those were all the reports, and what I can take away from all of these reports is, first of all, Galtier's job at Paris Saint-Germain is at risk. It's a very, very high risk at the moment, but according to the reports, nothing will happen until after the Bayern München game. Of course, the results up until the Bayern München game will have a huge importance as well, but nothing will happen until the Bayern München game on the 8th of March. Links to, first of all, to Jose Mourinho. So it is said that Luis Campos has contacted Jose Mourinho, has had talks with him about the Paris Saint-Germain job, but still no talks with AC Roma. And when it comes to Zidane, people are wondering how Zidane will come with there being no direct talks with Zinadine Zidane at the moment. But as we know from his interview, he said that he will want a job up until June. That's when he's waiting. From now on until June, he will assess the job opportunities that he will get. Of course, he got rejected by the France national team, and Deschamps got extended, so that's not a possibility for Zidane anymore. And he wants a new coaching job, and Paris Saint-Germain, I believe, is on the option table for him. And lastly, about Thomas Tuchel, from all the reports, what I can take away from all of this is that still there's nothing concrete between Paris Saint-Germain and Tuchel. The early reports came out that said that some people inside of Paris Saint-Germain are willing to take Tuchel back. That's not even a question. Like, that's completely understandable. A lot of the staff, a lot of the management, a lot of the players have still worked under Thomas Tuchel, so they have a great relationship under him, and of course they wouldn't want to wouldn't be against taking him back. and then the reports came out a lot during the game against Lille and so on. Exactly during the game when they were leading against us. Them coming out during the game, I think, you know, that's just the reports using the attention that Thomas Tuchel has at the moment. And they listen, everyone tweets what the people want to hear. And people at the moment don't like Galtier, don't like how the team is performing. And of course, they would want to talk about Thomas Tuchel. But one thing I can take away from all of these Tuchel links is that possibility joining Paris Saint-Germain have come from reliable sources. Yes, and I'm not against the possibility. There's 100% a possibility. But that Paris Saint-Germain are after him are coming from very weak reports in Nizar Cancela, which I've never heard before, and I looked up to him. He's a Chelsea reporter, and I really don't know if this is reliable, especially saying that Thomas Tuchel would also need assurance that the club would be willing to protect him against player power and ask to be left to full solo in coaching without too much involvement, transfer market activity. I don't know if this is reliable. I believe that this can be said for any club that Thomas Tuchel wants to manage in the future, with his job at Dortmund and Chelsea going the way they went, including Paris Saint-Germain, of course. And then again from Nizar Cancela, PSG are ready to reappoint Thomas Tuchel and would be willing to admit their mistake in sacking him in the first place in 2020. Yeah, again, very weak, extremely weak here from Nizar Cancela. Well, I believe here he's just guessing. He is just guessing that Paris Saint-Germain are ready to reappoint Thomas Tuchel. I believe that he is on the table. His name is on the table. People are looking into the name of Thomas Tuchel, but that he will join Paris Saint-Germain, yeah, again, very far-fetched. And here's my opinion. My opinion is that at the moment, Christope Galtier is the manager, and every Paris Saint-Germain fan has to criticize and support our manager in this hard time. It's unfair to just criticize him because he has it hard, and even L'Equipe from that report said that the club's stuff, what they did behind the closed doors, have made it even harder at the moment for Christope Galtier. But if a new manager will come to Paris Saint-Germain, that being Zinadine Zidane, Thomas Tuchel, or Jose Mourinho, all of them, three of them, are a huge possibility to join Paris Saint-Germain. But yeah, again, we can still wait until after the Bayern Munich game. Nothing will happen before that game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments down below who would you guys want? Thomas Tuchel, Jose Mourinho, or Zinadine Zidane at Paris Saint-Germain? Smash that like button, subscribe to the PSGINT YouTube channel. And as always, allez Paris!